as we spoke about new inventions, technology advancements, and everything, there is one more thing in the market which is, I mean, which has got the hype for last 2 to 3 months. That is agentic AI,
Exactly.
right? So, what are your thoughts on that? What I mean, and do you think that we have enough muscle, human muscle, for agentic AI in this market right now?
I would say yes. I would bank on yes, because uh, if we see, like, developing agentic workflow is nothing but a basic software engineering. It's a basic architecture ultimately,
Hmm.
with someone who is reporting what has happened, like what has happened. For example, uh, basically, what is a agentic workflow? We will like come from there. What is a agentic workflow? There are, like, for example, you have three tools and you want a task to be done in these three tools. For example, I have my GitHub repository where I want my LLM to say, hey, go read this particular pull request and then email me about that pull request and
Okay.
then post it on my LinkedIn. So
Okay.
there are three tasks for LLM. And a
Hmm.
basic chat GPT, we go on chat GPT UI, and if we give this, it cannot perform. So
Correct.
there comes the agentic thing. First, what it would does is, first agent would like it will give tasks to individual agents, and first agent would go to my GitHub and see that pull request, and then it drafts a email and sends it to the email agent, and email agent will like we can tell email agent, like we can code it in a way that it might make changes or you have to make so and so changes. We can prompt it better, that email agent, and
Hmm.
email agent would draft a email for me and send it. Then once I get the email and I say I maybe I approve, or maybe I keep a step in between, human in the loop, and if I say approve, and next it gives that email to the LinkedIn agent or LinkedIn post creating agent. That agent will create a LinkedIn post for me and post it on my LinkedIn. So this is the
Correct.
whole authentic workflow, and every company that is being that is being getting funded in this market right now is using one buzzword called agents.
Hmm. Hmm.
So how exactly or what exactly are you building in the name of agents is important, because making few API calls and getting the data back and reporting it to the end user is not a agentic workflow, because
Okay.
it's just reporting the data.
Hmm.
Agent is something, it has to intelligently make a decision of what tool it has to use at what given time in the real runtime.
Correct.
That is what definition is. And one more thing I experienced surprisingly was, each individual have their own definition of agent as well. uh,
Hmm.
so that is one interesting thing going around in the market. And
That's why I asked that. There's a sudden boom of this agentic AI, right? And everyone has different definition, as you also said, but we still don't know, because people are actually struggling to from whom to learn it correctly, because we don't have a theoretical book as such like data science and AI. We who have already got the theoretical books, but for agentic AIs we don't have yet.
true.
So that's why I asked that, do you think that there are enough muscle behind agentic AI to actually train people on agentic AI?
Yes, definitely. Now I think there will be a small shift. There need to be a small shift of mindset as well from the market, because these are the new technologies, and people who adopt this will be technically young people. And people should also have open mindset of asking people who have implemented AI. And if you see startups who are saying agents, we are agents framework, or we are building agents, if you see the team of the that particular company, most of the people will be young people who are handling the deployment security will be eventually experienced people.
Correct.
So that is where I think in this agentic space, if we want to really get into, only one thing is, there is so much of scattered documentation. There
Hmm.
is no proper roadmap, as you said, for
Hmm.
cloud we have, for data science we have, for data analytics we have. There is no roadmap for this AI agent, and each individual have his own his or her own roadmap.
Hmm.
Uh, so first, I would say my roadmap, I would say, is learn about LLM. How is it performing? What are the prompting techniques that we have to give it? Then comes down to basic software engineering, how you make a API bundle with
Hmm.
LLM. Then that bundle itself is called one agent, and you
Hmm.
create one more bundle and
Hmm.
make these two bundles communicate. So for that we have protocols. You don't read whole documentation first. First read documentation of how to talk with LLM. Once you are done with
Correct.
that, then read about documentation how to make APIs communicate with LLM. You'll get
Hmm.
documentation about that, and you'll get a clear picture. You'll not be overwhelmed with the information because you are finding for only one use case. Once you're
Hmm.
done with that use case and your agent is calling API and reporting you back, that is one agent you have ready in hand. Create one
Hmm.
more agent for different use case.
Hmm.
Now communicate these two bundles. Like for those also we have protocols. We have Google have so many tools called, recently it has launched something called agent development kit and agent to agent protocol, where any two remote agents can communicate. So you'll eventually get to those tools when you search for this one specific use case. If you say agentic build agentic workflows roadmap, then you'll be overwhelmed with the information and you'll never will get to implement it, because Gen AI is a mixture of neural network, data science, data, working with
Correct.
AI. So much of thing is there, and each aspect of it would require a prerequisite.
Hmm.
So we'll be in that loop. We'll never start implementing. So I would
Hmm.
say start implementing small, then eventually connect the dots instead of leaving it. If we keep connecting the dots, eventually we'll get to the agentic part.